Family, what it do? It's your girl too, and I am back with another video. Now listen, we in the middle of this Neek King and Lena debacle. It's a debacle, dog. And we get into Lena's video, leave me TF alone. So without further ado, you said, yes, watch Neek reaction 2 videos in one. Okay, yeah, let me do that one. All right, we'll do that one. Hold on, let me see. I got the other one. Let's see. Leave me alone. Clearing my name. All right, so my side of the story.
I'm just so over it.
So this is the one y'all was talking about that need to be made, that need to have been done first. This is the one with King Kaiser, right? Come on, y'all help me out. So this motherfucker right here, clearing my name, the truth behind the internet drama. Was that the one y'all was talking about when he was in the gray? Neek only reacted to half of her video. Okay, so we can't do half. So this was the one, right? This is the one y'all talk about? All right, we gonna watch this one. I don't know. We just finna keep them coming. Fuck it. Just stay here. Chill. Roll up. Fuck it. Because I'm all confused. This motherfucking long as hell. Let's keep going. Let's go. Let's see what happens.
I'm just so over it. I am so over it. He has showed that he is a bitch in so many ways. And I just keep giving him a chance.
This is what I don't like. And I say that for anybody. I don't like when co-parenting is going on and women call men bitches and vice versa. I don't like that part. I don't care. Argue with your mamas. I tell my brothers this shit all the time. I don't care how aggravated you get. Still the mother of your child. You know what I'm saying? Be cordial. I don't like when women do that. If I had a sister, I would say the same shit. Don't call. Listen, you fuck them. You let them shoot your club up. All right? Give them the respect. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I just don't. I never have, never will. That's just me morally. You don't have to do a man like that. You feel me? But let's keep going.
This is off the strength of Kaiser, because I know he ain't gonna fight for shit for real. And I just be knowing, if I don't go the extra mile to make shit comfortable for Splain, he ain't gonna fight to be in my son's life for real.
What time you will be home so I can get my son, so I can get Kaiser?
I told you to get him Monday.
No, fam, that's not fair, Nick. That's not fair. That's not really fair.
No, but I'm there.
Listen, to Tuesday, listen, I communicated with you Tuesday. You told me today. I was supposed to get him Thursday.
I asked you Tuesday. I actually asked you, can you get him the next
You
Tuesday?
didn't. No, but that's not communicating. I asked you why, though, Nick. Did I not? You didn't give me no reason on why. I asked you those questions. I asked you those questions, though. I asked you why. You didn't tell me why. You didn't even tell me that he was in Baton Rouge with your mom. You didn't tell me none of that. I had my plans already for my son. I miss my son. I don't have to explain what's my plans for my son. I miss my son, bro. I got things that I want to do with him. Things I want to make with him. I had a plan already, bro. I shouldn't have to explain that to you to get my son. That's not fair. You're not being fair. I text you Tuesday. You told me next Tuesday, but I asked no. No, bro, no, because you didn't even tell me right then and there you didn't tell me nothing.
Okay, well, you can get him Monday or Sunday.
Bro, why Monday or why?
I like you say to do
No, Neek, that's not fair, bro. You told me when because you told me, did you not tell me Tuesday? You told me I was supposed to get him today, and I'm here today on Thursday, and you telling me another time, and you ain't even communicating, let me know he was with your mom, bro. I need my son. I miss my son as well.
He went to a birthday party and he was with my mom.
Okay, I understand it, but
working.
okay, and you should have sent. Okay, you could have sent them to me again. But you didn't. Well, no. But that's the thing. That's the thing right there. You gotta cut. When it's my week, I make sure I dedicate all my time to my son on my week. So when you have him on your week, you need to do the same thing, bro. You need to take your time with him. No, I need him today. That's what how you not catching what I'm saying, bro? What makes you just feel you could just tell me that? But why you could just say Monday when you told me Thursday when it was supposed to be Wednesday? Make it make sense when I told you Tuesday. I asked you Tuesday. I text you Tuesday to communicate. You could have told me he was at your mom. You could have told me he was at a party. Did you tell me that? Neek?
No.
Right. So how why, okay.
Yeah, some of y'all, I know. Listen, you guys, listen, and I'm telling you, I like Neek, I like King, but she also does a horrible job at communicating. Listen, if you're gonna call out a situation, you gotta call out both sides, and you also have to just be able to be honest. She admits some things she don't communicate about, but yet and still some of that goes over y'all head. In this particular situation, she is proving the fact that they had a plan and they alleviated from the plan. Okay, this has to do it. It doesn't matter if we have to go back 3 years ago or not. What's right is right. I think what happened is he's just trying to show his level of communication with Neek, which I can honestly say that they got to do a much better job on both sides. And I'm just being honest, y'all. Let's keep it going.
So if you didn't tell me that, how you think I'm supposed to feel right now saying I want my son today? You didn't even communicate and tell me, well, let me get him Tuesday or anything after that. Like, you just telling me Tuesday. Like, why? I asked you why. You didn't tell me why. Now it's a big situation. No, ain't no, nah, come on now, bro. Because if it was the other way around, you not, how you not doing? Stop that right now. I need my son. Like, I'm not trying to do the most. I'm just needing my son, bro. I shouldn't have to be. Bro, no, because you didn't communicate. You should have communicated Monday, Sunday. You could have communicated. You communicating now because this is a situation that it escalated to something else. You can't do that. You can't communicate. No, bro, but I asked you why. You didn't tell me why. We didn't communicate. I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with that. You didn't make it make sense that day. I didn't agree with that, bro. I did not agree with that. And it would not have been a problem if you would have just said all that, but today it's a problem.
But basically, you just don't want to do it now because I waited till now to say something?
Yeah. What? Yeah. I need my son because I have plans. I have plans as well. Life don't revolve around you.
It's Monday.
Man, all right. You said what? Monday? No, I'm coming today, bro. Today. Like, it's my day, it's my time. Why am I arguing with you to get my son? Like, I don't understand this. I'm confused on life right now. Like, when have this became an issue? When it started to be something? Like, my son. Like, come on now, Neek, you need to be with his father today, right? Like, come on now. Alright, y'all, so the first thing that I want to address is me not letting Kaiser speak to Neek throughout our whole trip. For me not to be keeping communication on my part. So I'm going to be showing you call logs from June all the way into July. As you can see, we've been keeping in contact with each other through June 6th all the way to June 24th. I'm also going to be showing you that the communication switched and changed in July. Not because I was mad at Neek and trying to keep her from not talking to Kaiser. I was overwhelmed with the situation that I had going on in Malaysia, dealing with 3 kids by myself. Most of y'all cannot take your own kids to Walmart for 30 minutes without stress, especially if you got 1, 2, or 3. So me in another country trying to handle breakfast, making sure we eat, bedtime, dinner, on my own. Yes, I was stressed and yes, I dropped the ball. It's on me, I get it. But it was only 2 to 3 days that we did not speak.
Nah, it was a couple of times where there were always 2-day gaps. I mean, you did good when he first got there, but then some days it went from talking to him once a day to 2 days to 3 days. Then you'll do a little thing to where every day, and then it might be a 2-day, 3-day gap. So, you know what I mean? I thought she was just speaking of just one encounter when she got to Thailand, but in all actuality, it was multiple days though, where sometimes it would take 3 days before he got a conversation. Now, I will give you a little bit of credit because of the vast time difference, but there was some skip. You went by twos a couple of times, bro. And maybe I'm high, but let's go look, because I'm on this gas. Hold on, let me just look one more time. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Okay, everything was good. Then now that's the 15th, 3 days done passed. The 19th, 4 days done passed. 20th, 21. 5 days done passed. Another 3 days done passed. Okay? 4 days done passed. 6. 2 days done passed. 4 days done passed. 2 days done passed. You know what I'm saying? Another 4 days. Okay? 2. Okay, you called a couple times on that day. 2 days done passed. Okay, shit. 4 days done passed. Okay.
As you can see, we've been keeping in contact with each other.
As I can see just from looking at that log, there was a pattern of her not being able to talk to her kids in 3 to 4 day increments sometimes. Bro, don't get mad at me. I don't have a person I'm attached to in this situation. You feel me? In July, that motherfucking shit got sporadic than the fuck. But dead ass serious. So, on God, I could see why she would have an issue. Shawty, it's not like he's in, listen, even if the boy was in the United States and was just in California and not Texas, this is Thailand. My nigga, this is not down the street. So every phone call she has with her son is going to be giving her a peace of mind. So yes, I have to agree, there was a pattern of you skipping days. Being honest.
Through June 6th all the way to June 24th. I'm also going to be showing you that the communication switched and changed in July. Not because I was mad at Nika and trying to keep her from not talking to Kaiser. I was overwhelmed with the situation that I had going on in Malaysia, dealing with 3 kids by myself.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is what we got to break down. And I like to be neutral in these situations because I don't want nobody to think that I'm picking a side, because I'm not. I've pointed out every wrong from each as we've been going along with the videos. But in this particular situation, you want her to be empathetic about what you had going on with Malaysia. And heart goes out. You was dealing with Danneelaw situation with 3 kids. Now, you want her to be empathetic of that. But you got to also understand where she needs empathy too. I mean, like, we get what you're going through, all right? But you got to also understand that your family is over there. That's great. But see, Kaiser's her family. So she's going to have a certain sense of urgency when it comes down to her son. You can't want people to understand your situation and not at the same time be open enough to see hers. This is the first time she's been without her son in a foreign country with his father. So you got to give her credit for wanting to be able to talk to her son. Like, what the fuck is you on? You feel what I'm saying? I will want to talk too. But see, here's the thing, man, fellas. A lot of the times, men and women, you feel me? You want a ribbon and you want a trophy for doing what you're supposed to do. Don't shoot me. You're a mom. You're supposed to bathe your kid. You're supposed to brush their teeth. You're supposed to take them to doctor's appointments. You're supposed to get them ready for school. Why the fact y'all put that shit in the caption like you're supposed to be a super parent or recipient is crazy. That's what you signed up for when you chose to let the nigga skeet in you. I'm not getting this part. You don't get cool points for doing what you're supposed to do. Everybody know when you have a child, you have sacrifices and things that you have to make. You don't get cool points for being a father. Which brings me to this. You chose to have 3 children. Okay? You taking care of those said kids does not give you kudo points. It's what you're supposed to do. And I said it to anybody. You feel me? Like, dead ass serious. It goes on both sides of the coin. The fact of the matter is, when you choose to be a father, right? You got to father them all. You feel me? So fathering them all is to making sure they straight in Thailand, but still making sure that this baby mama has a peace of mind. Because that's still being the father. The same way you taking care of the kids for Lena, you got to take care of Kaiser for Neek. That means, Lena, I'm going to be right back. She ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? The insurance and all that wasn't worked out. So they could sit down. You feel what I'm saying? Her and the kids could have sat in the room for a second. You dig? After you got them out the car. Then you say, hold on. Let me let Kaiser talk to his mom because it's been 3-4 days. Let me let her know what's going on. See, that's part of being a father as well. See, y'all stop at shit y'all do. Part of being a father is making sure your baby mama has a peace of mind when he's in your care. Same thing with baby mamas. When Nick is over here in Texas, you say you feel good because you know she's straight. You know Kaiser is straight. You get the feeling like that because proof in time has showed you no matter what, your son will be straight. Now, you got yourself in a different situation. Neek don't know he's straight. So you got to appease her. It's just the way it is. So that's why I be telling y'all, be very careful who y'all skeet with. Be very selective on who you have children with. Because see, it doesn't end when y'all break up. That's just all I'm saying. You feel me? Like that serious. I'm just being real. Shit. If it was Neek, I would say the same shit on Kaiser's behalf.
Most of y'all cannot take your own kids
On
to
King's
Walmart for 30 minutes without stress, especially if you got 1, 2, or 3. So me in another country trying to handle breakfast, making sure we eat, bedtime, dinner, on my own, yes, I was stressed and yes, I dropped the ball. It's on me, I get it. But it was only 2 to 3 days that we did not speak. The max. It was not like it was weeks, 2 weeks, 10, 5, whatever days. Me as a person would not keep our son from speaking to his mom, knowing how difficult it'll make me for seeing my son, being able to get in contact with my son. Even when he go back, I want my son to come back to Thailand to be under my household and my roof. The last thing I want to do is fight about my son with Neek way across the world. That don't make sense and that's not going to help me. I'm not being spiteful. I don't want to be spiteful. There's nothing for me to be spiteful and to keep hold with our kid and not let him talk to you, which I've shown and communicating and talk to, but I can't be there every time that you call because life like that happen. That happens to anybody. Anybody in this world had a moment where they went to the mall and somebody said, hey, call me when you get to the mall, and you got to the mall and you didn't call
you do,
me.
Jasmine.
Got something.
That's absolutely
like, oh, shit,
right.
I forgot to call you. Or, oh shit, I didn't answer. Let me call you back. Or this, that, and the third. To explain, that happens to anybody and everybody. I'm not an alien that have every detail sharp like that. That doesn't go like that. That's human. So let's keep this in mind, that I am on a whole different time difference. 12-hour time difference is that. My 10 o'clock, for one, my 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock is Neek nighttime. So for me, I'm in breakfast mode. I'm doing a wake up. To her, it's nighttime. From her, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., that is my morning time. I am in my bed sleep. So it's flipped. Time is flipped. So we on 2 different times. The times that you...
Agreed. Jasmine, you said it. Reciprocation and understanding, not just selfish back and forth. And you know what? You nailed it on it. You nailed it. And I feel like it's been on both sides of the coin. For real, for real. And I mean, like, honestly speaking, there are things that I can tell when they're both being petty. You only understand it when you petty. And I'm petty. So I can see the petty seeping through on both sides, dead ass serious. And Serena, I agree. When you move to another country, this is also the type of things that you have to factor in. You know what I mean? A lot of people sometimes think that when I make that, when I'm making that statement, it's me, you know what I mean, or whatever, just trying to say, oh, well, he shouldn't have did it. Listen, I feel like every parent needs to make the correct decisions for their child. If him going to Thailand freed up more money for him, you know what I'm saying, to be able to be a better father for not only Kaiser, but the rest of his kids, I welcome that. But you also have to welcome the things that goes along with it. And that means being solely responsible for the back and forth. I agree with Nick on this one. If you came and got Kaiser, I really feel like you should have also brought Kaiser back. You're not, listen, when you think about it, you feel me? Holidays is shared. It's every other probably holiday with them. And then the summers is what he has. So I feel like the money that he would have spent, You dig what I mean? Making sure that he got back still wouldn't equate it to probably what Neek spends year round for Kaiser. That's just my thing. Don't shoot the messenger. So in that type of situation, you got to factor that type of shit in. You just got to do that. You got to do that. There's nowhere in the world a round trip ticket twice. So even if he went with the best ticket, let's say for instance, or he, in his case, he did a cheap ticket. So you're talking about $2,000. You feel what I'm saying? Or really $1,000 round trip for the summer. So if $2,000 would be to drop him off and to come get him, I feel like that $2,000 that you would have spent still would not equate to what Neek was spending year round for her son. So that should be easy peasy, cover girl.
Calling or texting, I'm asleep. I put the kids to bed. We sleep. When we wake up and get back to the car, I will call you. When I call you, you're doing what you're doing, at where you're at. It's not that crazy to think, being on 2 different time zones, that communication will kind of like be all over the place due to time of lack of time on 2 different sides of the world. On my morning is your night. Your night is my morning. Your morning is my night. So when you call in your morning, I have a routine that I put my kids or to bed or I'm asleep. I don't be out and about. So I'm handling my household as much as what's in front of you. I know for a fact what I'm saying won't be good enough for people. I know that I'm already targeted and got painted as this person that I'm truly not. That's where I'm standing for my character and my morals as a father, and to show that this is not just a fresh start topic when 2 parents that's not together bickering from baby mama to baby daddy. This is a normal thing that people go through all over the world in life. For me, I have to come to it on the internet, and I don't want my business out here on the internet. Not for me. I'm not the one that runs to the internet first and air out personal business or what's between us or what really, like, what's going on behind the scenes or through text messages or through a phone call or what's been said or what's been talked about. I don't do that because it's being a parent, an adult first, and content second for me in my life. Right now, I'm only doing this is to clear my name. The next thing I want to talk about is why did I bring Kaiser school shopping the day his mama was coming into town. This one is obviously easy to explain, but I guess by me just being me and explaining to you, it's bullshit. Okay, so first thing, while we was in Malaysia, it never was a plan to take Kaiser school shopping in Malaysia. Because you know why? It was a vacation. That was the point of going to Malaysia for our son to see 2 countries, which was Thailand and Malaysia. Now, by it being an emergency in Malaysia, made me stay in Malaysia longer than what I was supposed to stay there for. And I still was not thinking on taking him school shopping under the circumstances of what I was dealing with there. So people was wondering, how was I able to take him school shopping from off of Malaysia getting back to Thailand? I'm a normal human that have a stash that's put away for that particular thing that I put to the side before we went to Malaysia, knowing that this is his school money that I promised him before we even got to Thailand. I promised him already and said, hey buddy, when everything is done on a good energy of getting him on your last day or whatever last days you have, we're gonna go school shopping. To make sure of that. I made sure of that. So the time that I got back to Malaysia the night before, the day before I got to Thailand, the intentions was to take him school shopping before she get off the plane and have that already taken care of. Like I promised him on our last days before he leave, let's do that. And he
what I don't agree with, and I'm gonna say this, what I don't agree with is the fact of the matter is when you came to Kaiser's graduation, it was a welcoming situation. You came back home, you feel what I'm saying? I felt like the situation was great because it was the way that you were welcomed from Neek. And I feel like that made the energy a lot better. Your son was happy. I feel like you could have extended the same gratitude. You could have still took him school shopping with his mother. I think that would have been a great way to greet her. And we finna go school shopping right now. He don't even know Neek there. Go scoop her up. You still take him to go shopping. Guess what? You got Neek. She's not in the country where she's feeling uncomfortable. Blasey blah, this and this and that. The petty started before then. And that's where we got to learn how to start being men and women. When you saying you want the best interest for your child, that would have been a great way to do it. You feel what I mean? You knew she was coming, hands down. You feel what I mean? It's not really her fault that, you know what I'm saying, your wife, that Lena got ill and you guys had to stay. So now you got to say, oh shit, you know what I mean? I already dropped the ball with not communicating. See, here's the thing. You already knew you were in the wrong before you seen her reaction because you says it. I know I dropped the ball. I didn't call her because I was making kids eggs and bagels and shit like that. So you already knew that. So to make that situation better, you say, Neek, I know you on the way here. You feel me? I didn't talk to you or whatever. I dropped the ball. But look, soon as you land, let me know when you land. I'm going to make sure me and Kaiser come scoop you up. Now, look, I still want to take them school shopping, but I want you roll with us. Problem solve. See, what happens is, y'all let the petty and the egos take over. This situation could have been easily neutralized. You feel me? Like dead ass serious, that would have been a great way to do it. But hey, who am I? I don't have no children. I don't. But to me, that would have been common sense. Give her the same courtesy that she extended to you.
Was happy and excited to do that. When she landed, I couldn't help the fact that she didn't care for that, and school shopping to her wasn't important. But it was important to me and Kaiser. It was important for us. So I wasn't going to back off and let her take that away. Like, that was a thing that I promised him. But I never once said that you couldn't get Kaiser. I never once said that. I never said that you cannot get him. So now, since I'm here and I'm looking at it, through everything playing out, since I'm looking at the situation, was I wrong for not giving her my address? Was it a mistake and was I wrong? Yes. And when I'm wrong, I take accountability on that. And I will admit that. At the moment, I guess I'm wrong for thinking for me and my son and not thinking for her. I'm thinking off of the end.
No, the thing about it was you was thinking for yourself. You wasn't thinking for you and your son. You was thinking for yourself. Thinking for you and your son would have been a way to make this situation not even happen, to where your son don't even have to hear this back and forth. See, that's part of being a man, fellas. You know, you were put on this earth to lead, all right, for a reason. You want women to be submissive or whatever, but you lead women astray instead of correctly. You dig what I mean? Part of being a man, bro, which is just go ahead. You just said it. You feel me? Was you wrong? Yes, hell yeah. She's supposed to have your son's address. You just let your ego and your petty get on the way of it. That's all it is. Video could have been ended over. You feel what I'm saying? You let your ego get the best of you. That's what it was. That's all it is.
And the time and the promises that I was bringing him school shopping and how excited he was about just going. It wasn't about content. It was not about leaving Neek stranded, but I was wrong. Now, if I can go back in time and change that piece, I 100% would. I would, but I can't, and I can't. So we have to move on from this now. So now, as just me coming on here and just me saying what I'm saying, or even just giving my feedback on what's being out there, I still get looked at as the bad guy. I still get looked at as like nobody want to hear what I'm saying. I still get looked at as I'm just deadbeat father person, and my character is getting destroyed, especially off of platforms that obviously don't like me and bigger than me at this point. And I don't, bro. It's to the point where it drains me to the max, and just two sides of a story and a position that one person is playing two people on a media, then in person, and not me knowing that once you get our son in your possession, you had all this ammunition to just drop on me before you leave and just dip. Now it's like shitting on my party, what my peace and my family, awful things that I'm dealing with just off the media. But it's okay though for me to be shut the fuck up, you this, that, and the third. It's easy for a man as a father to get all the backlash. That's crazy to me. But moving forward a little bit to it, I want to really clear up and respond back to the things that she put out there in her video. Not all of them, but the things that I truly feel in me that I should. It's how easily Nika just called me out on my name. Just call me a bitch, call me whatever comes to her mind, and that's what she say I am. I personally don't respect that due to the fact that I wouldn't do that to her. I don't call her out her name. Another thing that is downgrading as me as a person, and I wouldn't want that to be heard around my son. I don't do that to her. I don't call her, nitpick at her, say anything. Honestly, I don't even deal with that in my own life. Like my life of calling somebody like that, talking to somebody like that, I don't do that. Because it's respect and it's the way to hold a conversation. No matter how mad I am, I wouldn't just outblurtly, comfortably disrespect you like that, especially the mother of my child. The mother of my child, I would not do that to. My fiance, my wife, I would not do that to. I wouldn't call you out of your name just off of disrespect of just because I'm mad and angry. That's degrading me as a person. I have never did that online to showcase that. I have never said on a text or a phone call towards her or behind the scenes. That's not my character as a man to a woman. That's not. But it's not okay for a female to be able to do it to a man, and then when a man do it back, he's a piece of shit. He's this and he's that. I'm much respectful when it comes to a woman, and I hate that that's been taken away from me, or I hate the fact that it's okay for a woman to do that to a man. The next thing I want to talk about is the AirTag situation. Yes, there's 2 AirTags, one in his jacket, one in his book sack, that I have no control over. Now, it's a tracker for a reason. It's a tracker for only the person who have it and put it where they need it for, to only have control of it. As that's a tracker. If I was to be able to turn the tracker off, it's pointless for it to be a tracker if I didn't get the tracker or purchase the tracker or set up the tracker. Now, I don't know, but logically, go to ChatGPT, look it up yourself, and ask, if someone has a tracker and I didn't buy it, can I be the person to turn that tracker off? If you saying that I turned it off and you don't.
So hold on. So Nick had a tracker in his book bag and in his jacket. So when he get to Thailand, the tracker magically turned off? Is that what he's saying? Somebody come on, tell me the truth.
Have proof of location, have proof or know where my location or your son's location is to my house. The book sack and jacket is in my home. The book sack and jacket was with us in Malaysia. The book sack and jacket was with us in Phuket. I don't know how to turn them off, and the only thing that I do know is that AirTags track. I was happy enough that he did have an AirTag due to a situation that happened when we first ended up getting to Thailand, when our bags got left. I communicated and texted her and asked her, like, hey, where's our bag? Can you track our bags? And she told us where they was. And that's a good thing, especially being in the out of the country. And I know it was a comfort, safety hazard for her to know each and every detail where her kid was and where our kid was. And it was a safety for me too. Why would I turn that off? Why would I need to turn it off? Why would I want to turn it off? It doesn't serve me no purpose to turn it off for you to not be able to see. Can't even turn it off. This is stupid. This is crazy. I can't believe that it's... Yes, bro, just see for yourself. Can you turn off a tracker? That's all I'm gonna say. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is me taking Kaiser's tablet and phone for him not to be able to communicate with his mom. Same way with the AirTag, I would not try to block any type of communication with our son getting a hold of his mom. Me taking his phone and his iPad did not have anything to do with me. Now, before we get any further, the moms out there and the fathers out there, this is a parent point of view from this. As an adult that have his own house, that runs his family, my rules are my rules in my house. Maybe they align with yours, maybe this, I don't know. But this is my rules in my house. So for one, my daughters, me and Lena take upon ourselves to limit screen time when it comes to Ocean. Main reason why, because as we start to take her tablet or give her tablet, her behavior changed. Her behavior is a little different when we gave her the tablet, and then when we take the tablet away from her, she throws like tantrums. She starts to like don't want to like listen. Or once I give her the phone, that's the only time she can really sit still. That's the only time that she can like have a real good conversation. So what we did was in this household is we gonna limit that. We give it to her when it's time to, or a certain time, or no tablet before bed, or anything else. I know in y'all houses, y'all probably take phones and tablets before dinner, or you can't have the phone before you do your homework or after you do your homework. It's so many different scenarios on reasons on why you don't give your kid the phone, the tablet, or even school. School teaches this on like why it's not okay, why it's not as healthy for your child to have tablet time, screen time, and all these things. So I don't think I'm any different protecting my son, my daughter, mine, when it comes to social media, things that's popping up after they done watching something else pop up that not.
So basically, in niggaology, when she couldn't call him and get in contact with Kaiser through King, she started calling his phone and his tablet, which it was no screen time at that time. Just help me out, man. Man, help me out, need coming.
What they supposed to be watching, or any type of weird activity that happens online. A kid is a kid for a reason, to stay in a kid's place. Social media, YouTube, all those things are great, but when it can also turn into a real dark place. It could turn into also a place that a child shouldn't even be on, or even have access to. So when Kaiser comes to Thailand, my household has rules when it comes to screen time that he had to follow. So the rule is a certain time that you can be on your phone and your tablet due to, for one, you're out of school. Let's lock into the real world. Let's lock into what's going on really around you. Not, like I said, when you give a child the tablet or screen, they are two different ways, two different people. Some can't sit still, not do something unless they have something entertaining them. Now, for my rule set of him having to follow that, his sister as well. It was nothing bad, and plus I want to, hey, let's put our phones down. Let's not be this.
And see, that's when you communicate again. Now, I don't know, call me old-fashioned, but that's the type of shit that you communicate with the mother of your child when the child is in your care. Hey, Neat, just so it don't be, I don't want you to think that we egging you and shit. Now, look, in my household, I take the screen, I take the tablets from him at this certain amount of time. So if you really trying to get in touch with Kaiser, just make sure at 6 o'clock, just know that he ain't gonna have his tablet to call my phone. You feel me? Because it's gonna be up. See, that's when you communicate. See, you gotta communicate that shit. You dig? So people won't be feeling annoyed. See, you got the tablet all in the cabinets next to Oceans and them. You feel me? And Neek thinks she's being annoyed because it's been 3 to 4 days. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about communication, and it would be so much better and cleaner. You just say that shit, so people would be on the same page. Now she ain't gonna be calling that time. You know what I mean? Because she know what the fuck the deal is. Oh my bad. This screen time. Let me just call this phone. You see, it makes it so much easier, bro. Just to say it, it comes across differently the way it comes out, bro.
Go out in the world in Thailand and see what we can do, what's possible to do this and that.
Yeah.
Now the next thing that I'm gonna have to do that I don't want to do, because once again, this is supposed to be private. This is a situation that's supposed to be having between two parents. But now I have to put this here to show why I really limited him being on his phone and his tablet. The things that I have seen. And as a father, as a parent, I went through his phone and seen and saw the things that he's watching. So here it is.
They killed me outside. I killed myself. I died from falling. I killed myself with my own hand.
Here's my celebrity.
Babe. Yeah, what's up? Some sicko said he'll give me a Coca-Cola for free if I let him smack my you-know-what. What? Are you serious? Where is he? He's outside the door around the corner. Let me go give him a word. Wow, some world we live in.
You choose a luxury car.
I know.
I'm getting ripped tonight. R.I.P. that. I know.
You gotta say what it is. You think you can run?
Daddy, shot the clock, move that body.
Is that his mama in a watch history too? Is that neat? Cause it like I seen his grandma and neat.
Yeah. Castaways. We are
Did you even know who you are? You were just a fat ass bitch like your dead dad. You want to talk about family, nigga?
I
Lil Luda, how did you go, bro? Come on, bro, speak up. Oh.
His ops gave him a chance.
Did Lil Loaded die because of a girl? This is his story.
That dude, this shit is kind of eye-opening what a kid is watching, though. That shit is crazy.
Do you know my movie Wrong Turn is based on a true creepy story?
Look how many people are enjoying my cake. Jesus.
That's why social media, bro, is crazy, bro. Cause like, I mean,
look how many people are enjoying my cake. Jesus. Every time they skip the video, I earn another point. Ha 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 ha. You barely have anyone giving you likes, Jesus.
Today I'm trying bomb pop.
Yeah, he can easily monitor the app, but I guess he's showing a date range before he even got here.
As a parent, when I first saw this, just off of death, just off of the knowing that my son is actually 6 years old and grasping to knowing how death is a permanent thing at his age that he should not be knowing about, comparing the devil to Jesus, the drill rap music or people getting killed on the way they died, or someone is saying to a 6-year-old kid that it's kind of okay to jump off a balcony to kill yourself off the internet.
I mean, hopefully they did do that, Ari, but I'm just saying, I'm just talking about in general because, I mean, this is just Kaiser, but can you imagine how many other kids and what they be privy to? That shit right there, I mean, it's just an eye-opening thing to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they get so much information now. Kids get so much information on social media. You definitely got to limit. You got to block. Boy, fuck that.
This is what he's only 6 years old on what he's consuming off of his phone. That's hurtful as a parent when I saw it, and jaw-dropping, even from the females, even from just being exposed to unlimited things on the internet that's actually not colors, not learning an activity, not learning numbers, but just him consuming, yes, whatever the internet throws at him, that's what he's consuming. Nothing positive. Like, y'all know how the internet is. You watch one thing on TikTok, you in a rabbit hole to other different things. And it's just him as a fresh soul, data logging, taking it in, soaking it in, and none of it is appropriate. None of it is helping him beneficially as a 6-year-old kid. He's not 7, he's not 8. Well, first, he's not 8, he's not 9, he's not 10. He's not even a 15-year-old to be actually knowing and learning that at the age that he is. That's like, yeah, if I'm a bad person for taking his phone.
You're not a bad person for taking his phone. You're a bad parent for taking his phone already amid somebody trying to reach their child. See, this is what I don't like when men or women do this shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't make it seem like what you're trying to do, you know what I'm saying, is the reason on why this girl is mad. It had nothing to do with that. It just so happens that you're disciplining him, or you're now putting in effect something in the middle of a situation that you know you and your baby mama is already going through. Now, you know that she hadn't talked to him. This is not the time to implement that. And if you are going to implement that right away, then that's the time when you call Neek and say, hey, you don't understand what I seen on our son's phone. I'm finna take his tablet from you. Look, I'm going to screenshot this shit and let you see what he watching. I'm finna take this phone from him. But look, if you trying to talk to him, call my phone where Lena's. And you can go from there. See, the whole point is it makes it come across as you being not being a parent. You're being petty. That's what it make it come across as. See, if you would have did this shit 3 days into the vacation, could totally understand it. But see, you wait to do these things when you and this girl is already beefing and she's already trying to get in touch with her son. That's where the problem lies. And that's what I'm just trying to get both parties to understand. You feel me? That's what the problem is, my nigga.
Limited to it, making him understand once I'm taking the phone, listen, bro, you can't be watching it. This is not something that you should be on. Let's change the whole course. That's actually go into the real world and step out there as a parent first. So if that makes me a bad person, I'll be that. Yes, if that was to happen again, I would take his phone again. Yes. If that was the thing that I had to deal with, and even just not knowing, like, it's not being monitored. It's not. It's being made. You have to lie your age for that account to be made. Who made it? And there's like another small point that I want to make this clear. And as you see, if you watch his watch history on what the content that he watched, you see that he watched Lena. You see that he watching. Also reading the comments, seeing how you guys are treating her, how you talk about her. He's also consuming that. The way you speak about me as his father, he's seeing that. He see me as well. He's consuming those things that y'all are putting out there, but y'all so-called say y'all care for y'all internet nephew, but y'all poisoning his mind as well. Because he's watching. He's learning off of what he's being shown and what he's have full access to. So yes, I will be the parent to limit screen time. I will be the person that making sure they're watching the proper things that they should be watching, not something that's going to poison them or hurt them. He can question himself as like, what is it like to jump off a balcony? What is it like to just die? He don't know that it's not a game that you can't reset. Think about that. So am I a fucked up parent for that, for taking a phone and letting it be limited? Yes. I take that, wear the shoe with that. Cool. But I didn't get on the internet and say, hey, this is what my son is watching so many different times. I didn't do that. Just supposed to be between two parents, which it was a conversation talked about. Now, since she's bringing up why I had the phone, this is my reason on why I had to let this be known. All right, so let's get to this next topic. Let's get to the topic of what the original plans was and what I actually brought to the table to say, hey, let's do it this way.
Okay, let me see something real quick. Hey, Kaiser passport, needed to book our flights. Everything all right? I'm waiting and waiting. It's taking a little minute to receive a response and info from you. Okay, I'm finna send it. Okay. It's April 30th. All right, May 1st. Okay, thank you. Glad I have that. But this is my situation. My 60 days visa is up on June 4th in Thailand, but I'm in the process of getting a longer visa. I went to immigrations to ask if I was to leave before my expired date, would I be able to come back to Thailand with no problem? They're like, it's not the best thing to do because they're cracking down with foreigners leaving in and out of Thailand if you don't have proof of a visa. So my plan is I can buy you and Kaiser's flight here for June 7th. You can bring him. You can spend as many days you'll like, then head back. I'll bring him back days before August 12th, before he's back in school. Okay, bet. He might not be able to stay that long, though. How come? That's a real deal for me. I already told you, and I don't think he's gonna want to stay that long. Yeah, you told me you wasn't comfortable because if anything was, and I don't know what he was saying there. Why don't you let me make the decisions when it comes to Kaiser? You don't think it would be good for him to be around a man and have bonding time with his father? How come you don't let me make decisions when it comes to Kaiser? You don't think, okay, bonding time with his father. Then May 2nd, he's the one who told me he only wanted to go for 14 days, or can I stay in Thailand with him? And when I travel, I don't go that far, and he's in America with American doctors. I don't know anything about Thailand, such and such. I don't let you make decisions because you don't take care of him. I do. Well, goddamn. You feel me? So then he said, you never said any of this on the phone about Kaiser said he didn't want to stay for the summer. You made it clear that you didn't want him to stay for that long for your own reasons. As a mother, that's understandable. But once again, I'm his father that will put my life on the line and make sure our child is always safe in my hands. I'm trying to take care of him, and you're not letting me be his father. I want my son for the whole summer. He needs his father. He's cussing on the internet. He throwing up gang signs. He talking about Juice WRLD getting shot. He need his father. You love to throw in the air. You take care of him. You're the one making all the decisions on your own. I'm obviously the dad here wanting to do what nobody needs to tell me to do. But how can I when you're the one, when you the one want everything your way? There's many different scenarios. I came and I showed that I'm here for Kaiser and here to be in his life. You make it difficult and backwards. All right. When I was in America and I wanted to talk about all this before I left, you made everything else a priority, but not to come what your son father needed. This shouldn't be a discussion about where he should be for the summer, especially when I've been saying and telling you before buying tickets. It's only right and fair, 50-50. There's no paperwork between us for you to have all the say on our kid. This kind of weird energy, but you never respond to what's important with our child coming to Thailand with his father. You're leaving on the trip. Ain't no telling where you going. My son on the phone with me actually packing his suitcase to come to Thailand on his own. He's actually ready and excited. These tickets are getting higher day by day. Kaiser told me the real reason on why he'll want to stay for 14 days is because his friend E coming over. You'll rather him stay because another kid coming over versus him being with his daddy. Explain, you're delusional. Let's get it. Kaiser told me he wanted to go for 14 days. I had to make him go that fucking long. Are you dumb? He cries at the thought of going there. He just scared to tell you, please miss me with the bullshit. It's not I wouldn't let you raise your kid, nigga. You moved out of the country and didn't want to. The fuck? Buy the tickets and leave me the fuck alone. He only staying for 14 days. He's crying at the thought of coming here, but packed a suitcase. I moved here to pursue a career. Me being in Houston, no car, not making enough money was not going to be able to help with anything that has to do with my son. Now I'm able to fly him to a different country and show him the world. I want my son for the whole summer. That is only right. You really a liar. Like, how can you lie on our son like that? For your benefit. 1 minute it was, you not comfortable because blah, blah, blah. Then you say you don't think he's going to want to stay that long. Then you say he's saying he only wants to stay for 14 days exact. He's only 6 years old. That's not paying for a flight. Now you saying he crying at the thought of coming. Like, that's sick. He's literally super excited for the school year to end so he can come with me. He's literally packing his own bag. No kid that's crying or afraid to come to his daddy would be willing to pack a bag. Woo, 14 days with his dad for the summer. Come on, really neat, really. Once again, you're really the one that wants to control everything. Hey, he's out of school for 2 months. It'd be only fair if I can't just have him for 1 month. 2 weeks not really going to work. He's going to be jet lagged, and that's not enough time for me to do everything I want to do for him. Also, are you still going to let Janae, bring him here so you don't have to come. I'm texting you back to back like this because of Kaiser. So if you don't want him to come here and have fun, experience the world with his father and siblings, then you let him know that you don't want him to have a father. I'm trying all I can, and you out in Mexico while I'm trying to arrange for my son to come and be around me in a different country. What you want me to say? Like, huh? You tweaking. Bro. You tweaking. Tweaking because I'm trying to negotiate having my son longer than 14 days. You keep bringing up me being in Mexico like it doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'm trying to negotiate on how I can bring my son here to Thailand the summer. Right now you worried about you, and I'm worried about seeing my son for the summer. You respond to everything but the important stuff. Make no sense. This. Okay, a month is fine. Okay, thanks. Are you still going to let Janae bring him? So if you want the boy, the ticket here, I can pay for your ticket here with him, and then you can pay for your ticket to go back. I can pay for your ticket here with him, and then you can pay for your ticket to go back. When it's time for me to take him back after the month, I will take him back myself. Okay? Need to know ASAP so I can book y'all a flight before the time gets close and the prices go up. Okay, bet. I have to see. Okay, thanks. I'll be bringing him. You need my passport? Yes, send it through. Once you send, I'll buy the flights for June 10th. Yo, happy Mother's Day. Okay, I will say right here, it does seem like he is trying to communicate and work out with her. So on this particular point, it seems like they were trying. But let's keep going. I never received your information to book the flight. What we doing? Hey, you will have to come get Kaiser. Now see. This is where it do get a little iffy. Now listen, I've been calling King out when he was wrong. Neat, you got to do so much better with communication, baby boo. Because he presented a situation, you agreed to it. Now when he's trying to take care of it, you switching it up. It can't be that. Now nah, y'all, fuck that. If y'all gonna be on this nigga, you can't be biased. You can't be biased. They had established something. She was okay with it. Look, the man was communicating. You can't say he wasn't doing that. You know what I mean? He tried to do that. Even offered to pay her ticket there and stuff. Now, you can't just come back and switch it. You can't do that. You can't do that. That ain't fair. I got Kaiser and your tickets for June 5th. I'm sending the confirmation. I also wanted you to fill out the flight ticket for him. Maybe put in the mailbox or hide it at your front door. Now, this is June 5th. Why? June 5th, why? I never discussed June 5th. Where did I agree to that? What's wrong with June 5th? His school is out June 4th. I went with the best flight price. The sooner we could have gotten everything figured out, date could have been different. That's too soon. You didn't ask me what day we leaving. I'm not doing that. When is my flight back home even? How's that too soon? That is 20 days from now in a reasonable time. I'll let you know what day to change the flight when I find out. Do I have a return flight home? You're super difficult to navigate with and make things complicated. Everything really one-sided with you. I don't see any problems with the dates and the times. He could be full of shit all you want to. I'm just calling out this particular situation. Okay? This particular situation, if I was him, that would have pissed me off. Now listen, what y'all not going to do is railroad me into feeling a certain way. What we're doing right now is we're going through each part of the video and I'm pointing out what was bullshit. What she did right there was bullshit. You could still love her, God damn it, but I'm going to tell the truth. You feel me? That's crazy as hell. Don't say you're going to be okay with something and then don't say a particular time or date that you can't do it. Then I do it and you have a problem. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it. Because you didn't say what day you couldn't be booked. When he said he was going to agree to book the flight, you didn't say, all right, book it. But I can't do this date, this date, this date. You didn't communicate neither. So the fuck, I'm going to take the lead and do it. You feel what I'm saying? That's just that. Shit, I'm just calling it out the way I see it. You can't just change it. Okay, I'll let you know what days work for me. Okay? Blasey, blah, this and this and that. Don't you think that conversation should have been had in the beginning? Right when he started talking about her coming? Let you know what days are not going to work for me. So then he could have booked the flight accordingly. I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, this is common fucking sense. Did you ask what day? Because these messages don't prove nothing. You can come get them. Okay, thank you. I'm glad I had this, but this is my situation, blah, blah, blah. So my plan is I can buy you and Kaiser a flight here for June 7th. You can bring him. You can spend as many days as you want. I bring him days before August 12th, but before he's back in school, such and such. Okay, bet. He might not be able to stay that long, though. He didn't say the 10th. It looked like he said June 7th right here. And regardless of the fact if it was June 7th, 10th, or 12th, he was trying to start at a place to where they could negotiate. This is what Neek got to do. All right, the 7th, because the 5th one going to be good enough. Hey, that's a little bit too soon. How about we do such and such, do such and such? It is problems on both sides of the field with communication, damn it. I need y'all to understand that part. Shit. The fuck? Alright, so then he say, I canceled the flight. I tried. I don't know if you want Kaiser with the father or not, but I can't keep arguing with you. I'm trying. All I can is draining me. You keep holding the time in my life while I was low and might not have been able to be there for Kaiser fully because of my own circumstances. But I've been trying. I'm trying all I can. Me sending groceries, me sending for his haircuts, me sending him gifts from Amazon, me getting y'all tickets here to experience Thailand. How can I help as a father if you don't let me? If everything I try to do, you complain and argue and talk down on me. It's not my fault. I didn't ask you to do that. I asked you to change the dates. If something that little made you cancel the flights, you never give a fuck about him coming. Stop trying to blame me for you being the absent father. It's getting old. If that's you trying all you can, that's just crazy. Couldn't change the flight date. I kept trying to tell you that. I've been communicating since April, sending messages back to back to back. I told you I'll get y'all a flight here and you get your whatever. Hold on. Oh, shit. God bless all the baby mamas and baby fathers out there. Facts. Couldn't change the flag. I'm telling you to explain. I'm not holding nothing over your head. I'm really not like you playing victim. That shit is not cool. It's a lot for me to bring him there. I'm not the one that got to travel 24 hours to bring him, not you. Am I doing it just for you to not respect me, saying I can't leave on certain dates? You only care about yourself. I don't care. You don't communicate with me about nothing. I have to send messages back to back to get small replies. If you needed a specific date, why not communicate that with me when you sent the passport? And I agree with him on that. And y'all can bite me for not understanding that. I can agree with him with that. You're spoiled and I'm sick of it. Be a man. I don't owe you shit. I don't care. I'm tired of being a nice guy. I gave you grace all these years. I don't care. I've been texting you since April about getting these flights. I've been communicating. Should ask me what day I can leave. That's not my fault. It's your fault. I told you June 7th. You said okay. I got the flight for June 5th. Is June 5th June 7th? No. Just 2 days before that date. Everything is me. I've been double, triple texting you trying to communicate to get my son out here with me. Told you my situation with my visa, so I told you I would pay for your flight just so my son can be with me for the summer. It's me, because I'm the one bringing them. What do you want me to do? Everything I do, you complain about. Everything I do isn't enough. I left the States to make more money. Now I'm able to pay for a flight for the both of you to come here. I'm trying. I got a flight 2 days before the original day. I said, and it's not good enough. You left the States to make money for you and your family, because that's all you care about, period. I left the States to make a career, to build myself up again, to be able to afford to send things to my son, to be able to bring him to another country. Now every summer I can afford to bring him around the world. Kaiser is a part of my family. I don't complain about nothing you do. Barely explain, let's be real. Okay, I told you June 7th because anything after that was more expensive. Once you sent the passport, you didn't say anything after that. So I decided on a date that I thought was a good price and wanted him out here quicker. I've been texting and texting because prices kept getting higher. Just for those dates, I paid already $1,300 for your tickets. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. I fly 24 hours to Thailand to bring him to you. Then what? When am I going home? Where am I staying? How many days? Do I get right back on the plane and travel 24 hours back home? Like, you're only thinking about yourself. The fuck am I going to do in Thailand alone? Okay, so you don't want to come to Thailand. I thought because you travel, you wouldn't mind being in Thailand. We could have all did things together. I don't mind. Communicate these things with me. You give me short, dry replies, and I such and such. And again, I do agree. Listen, I understand there's a lot of emotional creatures in here, but here's the thing. I understand what King used to be. I get that part. I don't know this nigga now. But what I'm saying is he is trying to communicate. Listen, some of the things that Neek is saying, she could have said when he first proposed the whole traveling situation. Yet you agreed knowing that you didn't want to do it. See, that is the time when you say, look, I don't want to do this shit, King. You come and get your son. Problem solved. You feel what I'm saying? Wait, so why he said it didn't cost $1,500 for a ticket? Because that would be right. If he's paying for 2 people to come there, then that would be right. $550 plus $550 is $1,300, ain't it? Because if he was paying her prices, he would be paying $2,600 to $3,000, right? Am I wrong? Because, I mean, that's just what I'm saying. I just, you know what I'm saying? I understand. Listen, I'm looking at everything. He was trying to communicate. Straight up. She agreed to do some shit. Then at the, you know what I'm saying? She didn't really want to do it. Just say that, Neat. So then his ass could have just bought the ticket for himself to come get him and bring him back. I'm just saying, I'm just going to tell y'all the truth, bro. Like, come on now. I'm seeing wrongs on both behalves. Shit. Okay. Being in Thailand alone. Who said such and such and such? Now, I'm not going to even lie to you. I like the fact on the communication when he said, okay, so you don't want to come to Thailand. I thought because you travel, you wouldn't mind being in Thailand. We could have all did things together. I don't mind. Communicate these things with me. I like that for him. So let's just do that. Feel me? You give me short, dry replies, which she has. We've seen that. You feel me? So then she comes back and says, being in Thailand alone, who says my finances can afford that? So Neat, when he proposed that shit in April, you say that, boo. Both of y'all got to do better at communicating. I am taking care of everyone on my end alone, including Kaiser. Like, you don't ask shit of what I got going on. I keep it dry because you accuse me of just being this difficult ass person. Anytime I say any fucking thing to you is exhausting. You try to make me out to be a liar when I only repeat what my son say to me. Like, it's just weird. Tell me what you got going on. I don't know these things because you don't tell me. I don't feel like it's my place to ask, but if you need me to help, I can help. You have to tell me these things. Communicate with me. Y'all can blow me whatever you saying. I feel like this is how you start a communication tab. Now, I don't know what y'all want me to see because I ain't seeing it right now. Shit. Tell me what you got going on. Communicate with me. So if you come, what days will work for you and Kaiser? Do you even want to come to Thailand? Do you need me to get hotel room for you while you here? Are you able to come and get your ticket to go back? If I come to bring Kaiser, why is it my responsibility to buy my own ticket home if I didn't come for myself? Most likely I'll need a hotel unless I'm hopping right back on a flight to go back. That's why I said it would be smarter for you to get him. I haven't planned a vacation in Thailand, and I'm not going to have time to be before June 5th. Okay, I understand. Now let me figure things out. Just discuss with me beforehand or before spending money. Now listen, y'all ladies in the comments. I feel like this is great communication. Why y'all mad at me? What y'all want me to jump? We're going video by video right now. I think that's pretty goddamn good. He's fucking trying. Y'all can miss me with that shit y'all talk about in these comments. Even after the part after she explained, he said, okay, I understand. Now let me figure these things out. Now, to me, I'm going to be real. To me, in these motherfucking threads, she is being the more difficult one. Fuck what y'all talking about, man.
Now, I got proof and messages of me asking her or telling her that I will pay for your flight for you to bring Kaiser to Thailand and for yourself to pay for yourself to go back. And also, I will pay for me back to America if you would have went with this option that I gave you, the first option, which is paying for your flight and Kaiser flight to bring him to Thailand before I came to America. That was the original.
It was not $1,300 for a ticket, you guys. I need y'all to. I know y'all mad at this nigga don't like him. That's why I'm happy I'm not biased, because I can see clearly. $1,300. That would be right, Pookie, because that would have been $544 plus $544. You got to keep in mind, he said that he was paying for her and Kaiser's tickets. This was the proposal he was giving her if she was going to bring Kaiser to Thailand. So he said that he finds tickets for $550. If you do $550 plus $550, that'll bring it around $1,300. So that's why he's saying $1,300. Now her prices was $1,300 per person. So therefore, she would have spent $2,600 on the tickets that she would have bought. I don't shoot the messenger. I'm only telling y'all what's going on.
Original plan. She didn't want to do that because it was inconvenience on her time, which is understandable. I bought the flight ticket for June 5th, and the original date that I had already told her that it was going to be June 7th, and she didn't accommodate to that. She didn't want that for her. She said that she didn't have time to. It was inconvenient on her time for that, which is understandable. So what I did was I canceled the flight, got my money back, which I had paid, got my money back, and I made it to a point like, okay.
Either way, before he got Kaiser, he knew his visa was about to be up. He did know, because he explained it to his baby mama. That's what the fuck you supposed to know. He did know, but he did communicate that part. So I'm just trying to understand, you know what I mean? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the video, right? And I'm going to point out what Nick did wrong. I'm going to point out what Kaiser did wrong. Right now, this is just Nick being wrong. It's all right. We all go through it. Ain't nobody perfect on this bitch. He communicated in that thread. I don't see how else y'all can see anything different. He did. You feel me? Every step of the way when he was doing something, she didn't like it. So then at the end, he said, look, what days work out for you and do? And then what she do? She went on a whole different type of tangent. Listen, you guys, it's bad communication on both of these parts. But on this part, I feel like he did what he was supposed to do. Now, that's just my thing. You got to agree with it.
Okay, well, I'm going to come to America, pay for my flight to get there, pay for my flight to come back with Kaiser, and pay for his ticket, his expenses. And I said, all you have to do now is come to Thailand when it's time to and pay for yourself back.
Life with Double O. He did not communicate that after he picked the baby up, boo. This was before Kaiser even got there. This is April. See, this the thing. You don't got to like explain. You don't gotta like King, but it's not about liking neither person. It's about right being right and wrong being wrong. This motherfucking conversation, the thread we talking about is in April, when he was first trying to get Nick and them out there. This wasn't after he got the baby, y'all. See? It's bad communications on both ends. That's it. That's all. Shit.
And I still pay for Kaiser's flight back to America with you. So all she was doing is paying for her. Now, her buying a $1,500 ticket without communicating and asking me about my pockets on, hey, if I'm comfortable with that, that's on her choice on buying a
Nah, brother, and this is where I agree with Neat. No, brother, it's on you. Because if you want me, first of all, if you want me to come there, You will be paying for my flights there and back. Fuck that. That's just the rules, dog. And listen, just because you like your knees bent, we like the same height. If I'm Neek, I'm the same height as you. Now, if you want to come out the plane with carpal tunnel, that's on you. But my flight price is $1,200. Now, baby boy, if you want me to bring my son out there, you know what I'm saying, and bring him back, or whatever the case may be, if I'm coming out there, then you're going to accommodate me. You can't pick and choose. Now, this is where I agree with Nick at. I'm already coming. If I'm coming, then you got to set me up. It's that simple. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? Now, you and Lane is on a budget. I ain't. I like my legs spread. You feel me? So yes, I don't agree. I don't agree with her ever having to pay for a ticket back. And that's what Neek should have communicated then too. See, this is what I'm trying to understand. Both of their ass do an ass job at communicating. It's just the truth. You feel me? Neek should have negotiated all them terms and conditions before Kaiser even left. Listen, King, I'm going to let you get him for this month. All right? I need to know the addresses he's going to be staying at. All right? If you want me to bring him, I'll bring him. I don't want to, but I'll bring him. But you're going to have to pay for my ticket there and back, boo-boo. You feel me? These are the things that you communicate. Now, look, if you want me to bring him, let me tell you what my calendar is looking like. I can't do the 7th. I can't do the 5th. I can't do the 9th. The 12th, I can come out there the 12th. We good on the 12th? See, that's how you communicate, that's how you communicate, baby. You don't use or lose any room for error. And before you get off the phone, you saying, hey, so just before we get off, you gonna take care of my flight to and from, right? Now look, I don't like that. I don't like those. Look, I don't want to be on the air long, King. If I'm coming there, I want one straight flight. So we in agreement with that? I don't want to do a 30-hour flight. This is what I want. We good? Come on, let me know. We good? That's how you communicate. You do that shit before you leave the house. Okay? You don't leave room for error. Both of them has left room for error. So you got to be mad at them both. The fuck?
Flight ticket when I already found a flight ticket was $544. Me coming out here 5 times, I never bought a one-way ticket, which is $1,500. Now she's saying that because of leg room space and this, that's her. That's on her. So me, no, I didn't feel like I should have paid her flight ticket when I gave her option. You could have just paid.
So let me ask y'all a question and drop it down in the comment sections. Men and women, I want to have a reasonable thing. So because he's usually used to paying $550 for his flights, do you think that Neek should have been responsible for paying the difference if she wanted leg room? Or do you think he should have just fully accommodated her, being that she's already inconvenienced bringing the baby? Now, see, that's how I feel. I feel like you want him in Thailand, you come and get him, and you bring him back. But since you need me, these are my terms and conditions. That's how I would be. I'm just being honest. You gotta pay for the $1,300 flight, baby. I want my ties and everything on the plane. I ain't coming down to Thailand just because I said I want to come down to Thailand. Shit, it ain't working like that.
One flight ticket from the jump just to get yourself back, and I would have took it upon myself to come back to America as my responsibility.
Facts.
So you made that your choice, and you buying extra leg room and not communicating with me on saying the person who's buying Kaiser flight. I don't believe that's how it should have went or how it should go. But that's my opinion. It's multiple opinions on it. But now, if I'm not being considerate to Neek's time frame on when she want things done or how she want things done, I ain't shit. I'm a fuck nigga, I'm a bitch ass, I'm a whatever, I'm all these things. When I have stuff going on in my life as well, as much as anybody else have things going on in life, why my stuff gotta stop just for you, to accommodate just for you, and my things gotta be put last when I have a family with my son is part of my family, with my 2 daughters, and my fiance, plus myself as a person. Now, when it goes into her life, on the back end things of that, it's her responsibility that she feels her responsibility. Me personally looking at it is only 2. Herself and our son. Now, if it doesn't convene her, or if it's not her way, I always get targeted or pushed back like, forget what I have going on, and it's just all about what she feel or what she think and her perspective and her opinion is facts and right all the time. Did she come online and push that towards y'all to be on her side, to be on and look at me like that's what really happened or that's my attentions on I'm a negative person, I'm evil? No, when I'm being very clear and transparent and like straight to the point, I get the bad end of the stick. So that's being biased and a double-edged sword that I won't win in. When it comes to me not taking care of or doing anything for him, bro, I have son clothes to his house. I have son pay for haircuts, I have got him groceries that's shipped to the house. People leaving the groceries in front of the door and me asking someone else, so hey, can you go get the groceries so they can get in the house so he can have food for the next day. Me actually having things that I bought him and I shipped to her house, but that don't get praised. It's always what I'm not doing and what I'm not doing in her time or her convenience or what she wanted done in a certain way. And it's like, that's not how that goes. So yes, I do send things to his house. Yes, I have bought him things. I got videos of her showing me things that I sent him and that he's appreciating and enjoying. So I don't understand that. Okay, next thing is really what really made this blow way out of proportion than what it was. It was the fact that her on the plane herself crying in screen and saying that I told her exactly this when she received my text message. On her not be able to get her son due to the fact is I always say that she gets online and talk about and complain about whatever the case about everything else.
He said, since I'm always going online saying stuff, I can't get my son until he texts me after he forced me to come out.
That is the lie that I am showing y'all.
Hey, I hope you made it to Thailand safe. I wanted to confirm that I'll be sending you the month for Kaiser ticket. I also sent the prices for just keep everything clear. I'm getting clients of school clothes today, so everything is covered.
And telling y'all that I did not say or like that is not. How that conversation went. That is not how that went. So that will blew everything up for people to send death threats, show my address, call the U.S. Embassy. It got really big off of her just coming to the internet, gaslighting me and lying and saying that's what I had said. And she knew that, waited till she got our son, because she had time to think it out and see how everything went that whole day, for her to still come back and post that. And clear as day of knowing, yeah, I said that. And that's not how that went. Like, that's not how that went. So that's why I'm here. That's what this whole thing is about, to even clarify that. That was my point of making my last video, to show that was not said. That was not the case. That was not it. I just wanted to take...
But you didn't respond to her when she said, can you come and get him? And see, that's the thing about it is y'all both are just omitting certain things. Soon as she was saying, can I go get Kaiser? You say, hey, go when you get to the bottom. Listen, what hotel you gonna be at? Because I told you I wanted to take them school shopping. Here's my address. I don't know if you want to come over there and wait, but I'm finna run them to see. Y'all omit certain things, both parties. You feel what I mean? Because you did not say anything about it neither. You dig what I mean? So like, I just think that y'all both got to do better with this.
My son's school shopping, as I said in the beginning of this video, I kept a promise that means a lot to me and it means a lot to him. So I, like, again, sorry that I was being selfish with that and not thinking of her when it came to she wanting her son. She ain't even get off the plane. You're not even off the plane. Not even off the plane. But soon as my text message got to her phone with the money that she wanted and her saying that what made her flip out. That what made her get mad. Through the text messages as me reading her, I see that. She told herself, so now I can't get my son? Give me time to respond back to everything else that you're talking about. That's my thing. Yes, I want to bring my son. That's my thing. Yes, I want to bring my son school shopping. Yes, I already said that. Our day is already moving. You still on the plane, just getting off. So I gotta just say, okay, bet, cool. Now we're not gonna take him school shopping. But then you told me you leave tomorrow, which was the 23rd, in the text messages. But then after that, I bring him to you. You see him. I talk like. Then after that, you still stay a few more days. So realistically, when you told me that, I'm glad. I'm like, damn, I'm glad I didn't bring him to school because I didn't know you leave the next day. That's where you lied to me, just so I don't know what it was for. It was not deep. So let's get into this next little topic of a little piece. I want to brief through this so quickly because I still don't have a problem with it. And what I'm getting it from now, as in just her just saying like I use my son or whatever the case, it's like, bro, you have a whole video, you have a whole channel that you switch to you and his. That clear as day, you said it. I worked hard on that channel myself too. Like every night, days, nights, like all you had to do was show up, which is cool. You changed it to you and his channel. I'm cool with that because it's for him. You're doing videos with him. That's okay, because my son actually liked being on camera. He been on camera since he been born. Since my other kids been born. It's like that's our lifestyle. That's our thing. So for you to get on here too and say like, hey, I'm using him for videos and da 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 da. No, that's not the case. But what is the case is that I told you, and that's what she's mad about, on me saying, hey, the video that you use with my name in it on that channel when I came to the city, to America, I told you use that money from that video to pay for your flight to go back if it was that big of a deal, because I knew, like, come on now, you made the video, you made the channel, so it's y'all channel that I have no parts of. I did not consent or say, hey, it's okay for you to use that channel when you obviously knew that I put my work into that channel as well too. And now I don't ask for nothing off of it because it's helping your household with our son. What do you feel like? Why can I not say like you using our son for money and clout for videos? Like why how is that being speed passed by? I don't get that. Especially too, on that channel there's a video of me with my face and King name on it. And now you're posting what you posting, since it's so much about Kaiser and you, something about me attacking the dad, or saying what I didn't do for you or what I didn't do to accommodate your need. Then side note, post on a whole nother channel, which is the Neek Life is Neek channel, with a whole different video topic. So you had a plan to post one video on this channel and another, so you doubling two bags right now. That's my point of view. I'm just saying that's what I'm thinking. I believe that this whole situation is calculated because you said out your own mouth, I'm gonna do this when I have my son, when I have my kid. But you told me that you was leaving tomorrow, so like, and we saw each other that same day and none of it was said. Let's not forget in my text message that when she was mad, when she gets mad, throw a tantrum, that she will show me who has power. So I'm guessing this is where I'm seeing where she have power over y'all at. The controller. She not to control all you to make y'all think and believe that I'm this person on my character and I'm not. So yeah, bro, like this is a stinger. But what I'm basically just getting on in, and what I'm saying, because out her own mouth, she already saying that she got every other problem that's in her background life on what she deal with. But when it comes to me and our son, you're quick to get online and just express so much of like what on me. Like you're so quick to do that. You don't talk about nothing in your personal life, from what you go through, what you have to spend on others, or whatever the case, on what's really making you feel away. But when it comes to me, it's so easy because this is a good way for you to always make your money to reimburse whatever you're spending in the back end that don't have nothing to do with Kaiser. That don't have nothing to do with yourself. It's other things in the background that you are spending on that don't have nothing to do with him or you. You potentially keep doing that, and I'm like, it's clear and day in anybody's sight. I did not start this. I never come online and say anything about anything that I could be saying that I don't. So let me give you an example on the reason how I don't come and bash her. When Kaiser said what he said about what adults do, and I made my video, in my video I said don't bash her. I don't need that don't feel my fire of me seeing you getting bashed or I'm getting like that doesn't. And I said that. So for you that knows this, because it's out the background, I told you several times on what this do. Whenever you get online and you do this and cause a scene, what it does for me, what it does for my household, what it does to my kids, not just Kaiser, my other 2 kids. Like, this is taunting. This is you telling people what I am to you is what you is to me. Like, for real. When it's not your way and you get mad, you do these sneaky little things like this. You just really did it in plain sight. Made videos that I'm not knowing because we living in 2 different perspectives. And once you get our son, you drop this. Like, you already had this plan. You already had 2 videos planned out. 2 videos planned. But I'm the one that's tripping to get on here and protect myself, to clarify what's really going on behind the scenes or what really happened. But y'all don't want to see that. And it's not my job too, because it's all y'all opinions. Everybody's opinions, her opinion. It's all opinions. But facts and logic beats emotions and how people feel. That's what it is. And another thing, last thing, that's for it, that I have to be on. Because it's like, I communicate with you. Also, my wife communicates with you. Due to the fact there's people right now, oh, you blocked, she blocked her. Before a block came through, Lena simply, which I would show proof, Lena simply, on certain things like, hey, thank you for this, we should do this and we should do that, you agree to, hey, it's okay, we should. Then get online, what you talking about when you got on Twitch and did that, little face expression with a tone, and because this, that, and the third, after you then sent what you sent, to make everybody glorify you, then you do that. That's the point. Was like, bro, like, now we got people that's texting and saying you should be dead. This is why this in the hospital, already in the low moment of ours. Yes, bro, block you because you just did some fake cutthroat shit. You did. Nobody want to talk. And plus, after begging you and telling you, hey, can you stop, because that does what it does, and you knew this. But you don't care. Once you told me on the phone, I don't give a fuck what you got going on, who's in the hospital or nothing. That's what you talking to me like. The way you say that I talk to you is the way you talk to me. I never not once disrespect you. I don't curse you. I don't do none of that. You saying I hang up, yes, bro. You talk to me crazy. Who's finna sit there and listen to you talk to them crazy? Click. We'll talk when you chill out. I'm wrong for that? How am I wrong for someone to talk to you crazy? Disrespect you. Disrespect you as a man. She don't respect me. We passed the boyfriend, girlfriend shit. Just respect me now, because I am the father of your child. As you the mother of my child. I give you respect, but I'm just so clear and I'm so clear and transparent and communicate with you. But when it's not your way, you throw a fit, it's fuck me, I'm not shit, I don't care about what it, and you quick to curse at me. I don't deal with that in my normal day-to-day life. I don't do that no more. I don't deal with that. So I don't even have the energy and bone to even disrespect you. I'm not disrespectful. You watch me, you can tell by my character and who I am as a person that I'm not like that. I'm not disrespectful. It could get like that, but I don't. Because one, I have to work with you. I have to. Me cursing you out, flipping that don't help me. That sink me for more not seeing my son. And I love my son. I want to be in my son's life, and I'm going to be in my son's life. But you already out the blue saying he's never coming back here, so why would I intentionally tear that down? Tear that down. If I know I won't ever get a chance to see my son again, how much as I love my son and how much I want to be in his life, and as much as I move to where I move to better my life for him and all my other kids, to be able to have in my bank account, because you doing this, it's deterring me down. So if you need help from me, how the hell can I help you if you fucking me up? How? Because you've been from you always coming online saying something, this, that, and a third about what I'm not doing. You never glorify what I have done. You never glorify that. You never glorify what I do. You don't glorify the fact that I have brought him out here and I showed him, I spent for him to go to 2 different countries, Malaysia, Thailand, boat rides, food, that we still ain't even show the internet, because it's stuff that I done did without the camera too. But you don't glorify that. You been with him and only brought him 1 place out the country, and I took him 2 places and did way more than what you do with him in the United States instead of you going here to here, here and there. But it's a problem for you to it's a problem for you to just have to come somewhere that you already traveled to, that you was gonna travel to, and what you do on your normal day basis just to come pick up our son, which is your responsibility and my responsibility. It's not for me, it's not for you. It was for him to get back home safe and sound with someone that's trustworthy, which
and it should have been you. I mean, I'm gonna stick on that. Bro, it should have been you. You wanted your son to be out in Thailand. It's your responsibility to pick him up and drop him off. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly. Now, I will give him the fact that he was communicating with Neek. And Neek should have just automatically said, explain. I don't want to come to Thailand. And when I do come to Thailand, I want to come there with my girls. And I want to make it a vacation for me. So here's the thing. You want to come and pick him up, you're going to have to bring him back. That's it, boo-boo. You feel me? You can't just make her be a mother in that situation because you feel like it's going to be convenient for your pockets. It don't work like that. Soon as you move to Thailand, it's your responsibility to get your son to and fro. That's just it.
Just the mom. Because I couldn't due to my life situation. Or I gave you the option that you could come here and I had to bring him back because that was my choice of you coming here the first time. And I paid for that. But you did not want to pay for your own flight going back. So off the jump, you didn't want to pay for nothing, which I didn't ask you to. I paid for all the expenses. I paid for everything that Kaiser needed out here in Thailand.
Yeah, except for her flight. Except for her flight back, King. You're missing it. You paying for all his expenses you're supposed to. He's in your care. The same way when he's in America, she does, or whatever. The same way if he was there in your country for 7 months, I bet you Cash Money, Neek would make sure he'd have shit coming to the house too. But here's the thing. You have to pay for his expenses when he's in your care, so you don't get kudos for that part. But you pay for her to go back. She didn't have to go there.
I ain't getting him out here from clothes. All I told you to do is pack his bag, which he packed his own bag to come out here. But you made that a whole different story, saying that Kaiser never wanted to come out here and he don't want to be out here because he only want to be out here for 14 days. Yeah, she is right. There's a lot of different conversations that have been said, but you don't see me getting mad on time frames and getting online saying this is what my baby mama doing me. No, because it's not nobody's business. We handled it, we moved on. So this is an embarrassing situation that you gotta be public, but you brought it to the public. So I'm here to just say that and really just clear that, because it's like I'm only clearing what you made it seem that was very, 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 it was very urgent of you just saying, like, basically made it seem like I kidnapped our son and you never talked to him throughout this whole experience of Thailand and me bullying you. No, I've been talking to you, communicating damn near almost every day. Sorry that I missed 3 days. But in those 3 days, my hands was full. From kids by myself, to wife in the hospital, to me going off of what's in front of me.
Hold on. Him and Laney got married? I missed that part. They got married already? Huh? Cause shit.
In those 3 days, my hands was full. From kids by myself, to wife in the hospital, to me going off of what's in front of me. Not even keeping up with the time. Not even keeping up with what's going on. Just knowing I gotta feed these kids, get them ready, tend to Lena, but I'm wrong for that. Then explain in 43 minutes on a phone conversation what happened. That's communicated. This is a message to my son, because obviously he may get back and he may be on his phone, internet, however the case may be. But I genuinely want you to know, son, I love you from the top to the bottom of my heart. I'm so happy that me and you got a chance to explore the world on the other side of the world, which is Asia. I'm so happy and thankful that you are my child, that you are both of our child. Let's say that. I'm so happy that you are very intelligent, you are smart, you know what's going on, you know what you want in life, and never change that. Always be the person that I tell you to be. Always tell the truth, never tell a lie. Because if you tell a lie, the lie ain't gonna get you nowhere. But if you tell the truth, no matter if the truth sound like...
Just call him King. You know? just call him, bro.
A lie. Still stick with that truth because it's your truth. Never, ever, ever, ever think that father, me, don't love you, don't care about you, not in the picture because of anything else, because of, hey bro, if you need me, you want to be with me, you want to come stay with me, if you want to, my house is always open for you. Always will be, and it always has been. Daddy love you, daddy love you, daddy love you dearly. I'm so sorry that me and mom gotta go like this, but at the end of the day, you are both our child, and I believe you have a bright, bright future in front of you, because you are a superstar. Your name is Kaiser for a reason, and I need you to know that. Don't never let nobody tear you down. Never let them take your word from you. Never let nobody take your voice from you, because you're gonna be a man when you get older. And I do not want what I'm going through to get to you at all, because you are a blessing that changed my life and it changed your mama's life. If it wasn't for you, my life and your mom's life would not be who it is today.
See, I told you they both petty as hell. Both of them folks petty as hell. Started like, what the living fuck? Y'all hold on.